Could we win the Premier League with a 500 million budget, a 15-minute period time, but with the worst ranked team in the entirety of the game? Today we're going to figure that out here. We have Dundalk from Ireland, the worst ranked club, the worst overall club on FC25. We have put them in the Premier League. We have swapped them out with Southampton, the worst team of this season's Premier League campaign. We're going to give ourselves a 15-minute time limit, but we also going to give ourselves 500 million to try and build a Premier League title winning squad. That is our aim. Let's see if we can do it. Let's go meet the players first that we're going to eventually swap out for, and then we can start this business. And so here is the default starting lineup here. We have 61 as our highest rated player, and he's playing out of position. A left wing playing, right mid playing left wing. We have Gulan, we have Mr. Mahone, Keane, Oystenbrick, Dervin, Keogh, Mulligan, Anarashin, Pike, Munro. We don't even have a reserve. We have a full bench. That is it of 9 players. Doing the math, 500 million is to fill out a first 11 and an entirety of a bench. Comes out to 25 million per player with a 500 million budget. So that is our aim, 25 million per player. The realisticness of it is that we are more than likely gonna just heavily focus on the front 11 and be there. But 15-minute period we are going to have on the timer here, as long as I can actually do it correctly here. But 15 million to spend 500 million, or 15 minutes to spend 500 million starts in 3, 2, 1. We got to get to work. We are going to go ahead and start with Antonio Silva here. We are going to offer the board set around 18 million, but we're going to try 17 million out of there. Okay, they feel like they're wasting time. That is fair enough. All right, second option here. We're going to go local in the Premier League. Mark Guehi, we are going to offer just under his market value. We're not offering 900 million, 22 million. See what they say to that. They say yes to that. So we get under that 25 million. So we're saving 3 million so far for Mark Guehi. He will come in from Crystal Palace. Crucial 2-year contract. Completely fine. Accept, yes. 70,000 on the wage budget, and he comes into the squad. Mark Guehi is our first signing, and we do it in about 2-minute time. Not great, but it be what it be. We obviously need a good striker for these simulations, so Ollie Watkins is going to be our option. We're going to offer, we can't offer 25 million, surely not. We can offer 28 million there. They want 47 out of that. We're going to then offer them we're going to offer them their market value of 36.5. See what they say to that. They want 41. Honestly, I want less than 40, to be completely honest. So we're going to offer 38.5. See what they say to that one. Hopefully we'll accept it. They will accept it. So obviously 13 million more than what the 25 million per player is for a full 20-man squad. But it'll be what it be. Crucial. See, this is what's killer. This is what takes all the time here. We want at least 2 years. See, none of these players want to play for this team because their reputation is so low, and that's why we probably won't even compete to win the Premier League. So our aim is top 5 in all honesty. He's going to accept 100,000 surely. He wants 135,000. He can have that. Welcome to the squad, Mr. Ollie Watkins. Now, we are going to be able to save some money here for Fabian Ruiz to come into the midfield. We are going to offer them 17 million plus a selling clause of 15%. See what they say to that. And they wasted the time. Cool. Jan Sommer, we are going to be able to spend 5 million to spend on Jan Sommer. They want 9.9. You are quite literally not getting more than your market value at all. Jan Sommer, okay, you know what? Maybe you are going to get more than your market value. You can get exactly your market value. Oh, nope. Okay, you want 700. You want 7.7. Sure. Welcome into the squad, Mr. Jan Sommer. Obviously, 35 years of age, but 87 overall. He'll at least be good enough for one season. We have just about 10 minutes left to go. I'm so glad I actually added player to my short list before this started because I'd be in a hell of a lot more trouble just looking for other players I can find on a relatively cheap. 60,000. You want 61,000. I offer you 60. You want 61. Cool. Make it up. Yeah, Summer. Welcome to the squad. Conrad, Lamer. We're going to offer them around 24 million. See what they're there. 36 million. 25. 25 million flat. Crucial. See, all these players just want a 1-year deal because, well, it's not a great club, so they want the deal, and they want to get out of here, which is completely fine there. 105,000. You want 110,000. You want to pay Rise going to a worse club from Bayern Munich. That is absurd to me. But Conor Langmer, welcome to the squad. We have 8.5 million to go. And remember, in the grand scheme of things, we can always just buy the player and then have it ready for delegations for wages, and at the end of the timer, if they are still in delegations, we can get it done. It's a little scammy, it's a little cheaty, but hey ho, sure, why not? 15 million. They said we can offer, or they said we can get around 14 million. They want nearly double that. 20 million for Andrew Robertson. He's going to come in from Liverpool. Welcome in to Dundalk. Next up, we are going to try and bring in Joelinton here. 16 million. They want 33. We're going to offer them 20 million. They want 29. That is absurd. 25 mil. 25 mil for it, and they want 27. I mean, we're going to have to simply say yes to it. And this is one where we're going to leave for delegations because we are going to go in and we are going to look to loan in Vitinha here to try and save money, but also cheat the system in a way as well. 2-year loan deal, you're probably going to want a short term. You want a 1-year loan deal, that's completely fine. You'll play anyway. 50%? Sure, they say yes to that. Vitinha hopefully will come into the squad. And next up, we're going to look to bring in Ilkay Gundogan into the squad as well to complete our midfield trio. 14 million, they want 26.3. We're going to offer 18, sell on clause, 13% there, 20 million, sure, fine. Harvey Barnes, we are going to, oh, not 40 mil. We're going to look to bring in Harvey Barnes, 17 million, they want 22.5. We are going to offer 19 or 18.5, see what they say to that. We have roughly 5 minutes left to go. We're just going to accept the 21 million. All right, well, Vitinha declined the loan deal as expected here, so we are going to look to bring in Yuri Tillemans from from Aston Villa. 25 million. They want nearly double that. 34 million selling clause of 15%. Surely they say yes to that. They want 38 million. We'll accept that. So yes, he will come into the squad as well. Ilkay Gundogan will also come into the squad, so we'll accept him on 200,000 wages, what it looked like to be, which is absolutely absurd. So welcome in from Dundalk, or from Man City into Dundalk. That's technically midfielder number 1 of 3. Tielemans and Joelinton should be hopefully 2 and 3. Harvey Barnes is going to come into the squad. I need another center back. I need a right mid, and Skinkov is going to come in to be that right mid. It's looking more and more likely that I'm only going to be able to bring in a starting lineup here, which is completely fine, but it just means that we will not have to complete, or we will not be able to compete for a Premier League title. Five-year deal, sure. He's gonna want 1. 2-year deal at least to make sure it's somewhat smooth and not glitchy. 70,000, you're getting a 35,000 weight page. You want an extra 2,000 plus some more, sure, whatever. And seeing as we're really not going to be able to bring in a starting line or a full-on like 20-man team here, we are going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to do this, but then we are going to look at free agents. We are going to spend big money here. I need a left-footed center back. Who cares? I'm going to go right-footed whether or not. We are going with Mr. William Saliba. He's going to come in from the Arsenal into the squad here. We are going to spend the biggest of the big bucks. $80 million for market value. They say yes to that. Okay, interesting. William Saliba is going to come in the squad. I'm going to look at free agents that's like 60, 70 overall, and we're going to hopefully bring those guys in to fill in the bench as well. That is the aim. But William Saliba will come into the squad. Welcome to Dundalk. and I was muted during all of that. Well, 10 seconds left to go. We went ahead and did a bunch of free agent signings here where hopefully a lot of these guys would have want to come in. Obviously, delegations, it does not matter. We want to bring in a lot of these guys in, and you can see there the two important is Jolinton, Barnes. We are still looking for Tillemans as well. So let's go and bring these guys into the squad, and then we'll set up the team and see where we can go from there. And here's how the team situates itself. Harvey Barnes, Ollie Watkins, Tiskinkov, Gundogan, Jolinton, and Tillemans. Andrew Robinson, William Saliba, Mark Yehi, Connor Limer as a back four. Jan Sommer in net. Our bench, we have Soloi, Vega, Alvarado, Fruk, Alvarez, Gutierrez, Cherry, Abraham, and Atiala. We can obviously go ahead and replace Cherry with somebody. Let's just replace him with Burkett. We have a bunch of players on the reserve as well that will obviously go in and out of this team throughout just simulations, but it is a squad worthy enough of at least competing for top 4, top 5. Let's see what they can do. I don't know why I just lost my voice. I will periodically update y'all throughout the season, and hopefully we can do something spectacular. And after the first 10 games, things are actually going better than expected. Dundalk sit top of the Premier League. 7 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. We've conceded 10 goals. We've conceded a goal a game. We will absolutely take that. Well then, things are going a hell of a lot better than expected. Ipswich, Brighton, and Bournemouth are currently looking for relegation. Let's see if we can keep this going. I will see y'all at the halfway point through the series. And at the halfway point, we slip a little bit, but not really. We are still undefeated so far in the league, but we are pulling an Arsenal and drawing nearly half our games as well. 12 wins, 7 draws, sees us sitting 43 points, 1 point behind Manchester City at the moment, with the other 2 North London clubs sitting in 3rd and 4th here. Let's see who our top scorers, the top performers, and all the likes of this squad. Ollie Watkins has 12 goals. Kinkoff has 9. Gundogan has 8. Our top assister is Kinkoff with 8. He is about the only one that high up. Ollie Watkins, Chavez has 3. Tillemans and Jolinton have 2. So the assists aren't really going around. It's just solo goals by Ollie Watkins, solo goals by Kinkoff. Let's keep on marching on. We do have Manchester United in the first round, or round 3 of the FA Cup, so we'll see if we can do that. Maybe make a Carabao or FA Cup run. In fact, where did we get stopped in the Carabao Cup, in all honesty? Did we lose in the first round? We lost to Cardiff City. Interesting. Well then, I will see y'all after another set of games. We hit a very rough stretch in January. A draw against Brentford. We lose to Man United in the cup. We draw to them in the league. And then back-to-back losses in the league as well. Losing to Nottingham Forest, losing to Crystal Palace. We don't really bounce back all the way into Brighton after picking up another 2-2 draw and another 2-2 draw. We beat Brighton. We lose to Liverpool. We now sit coming into the run-in of the season here, where we have 9 games left to go. We are currently 1 point behind Manchester City, but they do have a game in hand, so that 1 point become 4 points. So yeah, this is turning into a title race. Was unexpected, but hopefully was start of, or possible, is now turning into what I thought was going to be the option here in the top 4, top 5 race, because we are 4 points behind, 4 points ahead of 5th place Tottenham. So let's see in these last 9 games if we can come out victorious, or will we at least finish in the Champions League spot. Final game of the season, and we will finish in 4th, guaranteed. That's it. We can only finish in 4th. Chelsea cannot do us. We're 11 points ahead of them. We cannot catch up to Manchester City, Newcastle, or Arsenal. They are all on 77 points. We can get a max of 74. So we will finish in 4th with this Dundalk team here. Interesting enough, we can still affect the title winners here. We are taking on Arsenal, who currently at the time are playing in 1st. They are sitting 1st in the league, but they are tied on points with Newcastle and Manchester United. All they need to do is win the league, and hopefully that Newcastle and Man City don't win and obviously outdo their goal difference. Newcastle are taking on Everton, who are currently in 12th, and then Manchester City are taking on Fulham, who's currently in 16th here. So the outcome still does affect the title race here. So we kept 3 teams that all finish on 80 points, but depending on goal difference and stuff like that, we could have a thing there. Arsenal will not win the Premier League. We draw to Arsenal. We pick up another draw here, and Arsenal will more than likely not have won the Premier League, and it will be Manchester City. So Manchester City go ahead and win. They're the actually only team to win. Newcastle actually lost on final game day. Arsenal draw with us. Manchester City beat Fulham, and they are your Premier League champions, which is interesting to see there. But we finished in top 4, which is honestly, coming into this video, I thought, okay, maybe we can win the Premier League title, come second at worst. But then going into the rebuilding and actually doing the rebuilding, 500 million. Top 4 was a realistic option and probably a very great option as well. Ollie Watkins had 24 goals. Ginkoff had 13 goals. He also had 11 assists as well. Only player in the double digits of assists. Other than that, it kind of scooped down low there between a lot of these guys here. Well then, I will see y'all on Monday for another rebuild. Maybe hopefully a proper rebuild. Who knows? Until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.